Guys, what up? Welcome back. Gonna be a special episode here. Obviously on the screen, it's not part of the episode, but I thought it was kind of fun. We got a old mission cache with a Jade Lotus and a Moomy. Two of the best cards probably in the game from running missions. Be a special episode. We can timestamp the shit out of this thing at the bottom. I know I have some really good plans for this episode, so to try to get my thoughts out. I did not make any notes on this, so I'm going to be kind of all over the place. But, like I said, pay attention to the timestamps at the bottom. A lot of good shit in this one. I'm going to pull up the politics tab, and I'll move my face for 2 seconds so you guys can see. Alliance of Lockdown is actually already happened, so I'm stuck. I am stuck in this alliance. Okay, so it means we're stuck. Pull this up real quick. Day 13, 12 hours. So I'm going to put my face back down. And also on the screen, the old victory point. So I want to get some of these thoughts out. What you guys can expect from this episode. We're going to be going over a lot of stuff, advanced stuff for you guys. Situational awareness of the map. You're trusting your gut, learning this game enough and playing this game enough to trust your gut on things. And my main point in all this video is this thing's fucking over. And I'll tell you why. I'll be explaining that why. I'll be timestamping why this server is over. It's already at 10 victory points. We have 2 more troop carriers in place. This is, and by the way, this is not my design. This is a team oriented game, and when you have at least half your team that at any given point during a server can set things up, can keep the gears moving, can rush, can understand when you have advantages, when you can push things, when you can move fobs, when you can take things. This is what happens. And even with Gatos on the map, with people messing with you on the map, when you have crazy overwhelming advantages on a game like this, so you guys can see, you're going to be able to smash. So on this, and I'm explaining why I think it's over. Okay, so you can see already 10 victory points we already have. Okay, and then we're gonna go to politics view. Okay, and then already in politics, my bad. We're gonna go to ranking. Yeah, let's go to general. Go to number 1. So we're just gonna go to add Navy points. Okay, so we got this map right here. Okay, you guys can't see. 10th place is Cal with EGB. 9th is running with ST. 8th is Loppy with EGB. Number 7 is Warbooz with ST. You guys can see these numbers. Navy, look at the Navy point numbers. The difference between first place and 10th place is almost 70,000 Navy score. That means frigates, that means carriers, that means everything else, okay? So, 10th, 8th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st place. A mile ahead for ships. Okay, number 1 right now. Okay, well, this is just another example. So you can see the difference between number 1 and number 2 is almost 15,000. Number 1 on the map. So I'm gonna be going over some map shit. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on. This is how, in this stage of the game, this is how I look at the map. Okay. A lot of telling things going on here. A lot of stuff going on. This is going to be a huge episode for you guys. Okay, so first place, Booty. This SOB is up here. Okay. So what's happened is NK, who is one of what I would say the besides EGB, the second largest threat on the map, they're already toast. Okay, already took care of these guys, and I know that it might be premature. That's fine. I don't give a shit. Might be premature, maybe not. They we've already taken one of their GTs, or one of their victory points in their own sector, Vopecula. So there's four victory points out here. We already took one. We pushed the shit out of it. We got a fob here. We are setting up shop here, 2 stations. Gonna have a logistics hub here. They're AA and into it. But what happened is when we initially had taken this position, they just trickled in here, and they not here, but when we had initially attacked them, they trickled in with ships. They didn't deploy at the same time. They were losing ships for free, basically. And then now we jump into their sector, into 3 or 4 stations that they have. They had plenty of time to defend this position, and they didn't. Okay? And so now we come out here and we take the bender in front of them, and we have a fob here now, and now we're able to get 2 stations here. This is over. But I wanted to get back to, so this, we're already pushing into their sector. They tried to come around this way, so they puddle jumped a bunch of stations. So maybe from here to here is 4 hours. Maybe from here to here was 4 hours. Maybe from here to here was 4 hours. So putting a bunch of stations down. Why? What's this accomplishing when you're putting yourself right next to first place, and we can just, what are you doing? Okay, so what happened is our fob, we have 2 fobs. No, excuse me, we have 1 fob mid. Well, technically this is kind of mid. So we have two fobs mid. One's over where I am. We were taking care of ice, or finishing up ice, and then we have one down here. So what's happened is they had kind of pushed us a little bit on this front, so out in our sector into Taurus, and we smashed them. And then we come out here and we do one more jump, and like I said, so booty is up here. Okay, this player, these 7-point moon positions on the map are extremely valuable, and they have your ability to make heavies, and so first place is now going to be using a TC, a troop carrier, to steal a station that's already pre-built for him, that probably has MiC 10 already on it, and it's on a 7-point moon. So Booty's going to be able to even get a bigger Navy point lead on this thing. He's going to be able to rally, take this position, feed it, rally ships once again from here to his capital, and continue his lead in first place with Navy points. Like, it's not even going to be close. So like I said, this is going to be a massive episode. So this is kind of like what's kind of going on the map. We have taken all 4 victory points. You can see them. So maybe I can go like this, maybe. Victory point here on my with my cursor. Victory point here. Victory point here. Maybe we haven't taken this. Maybe it is over here. Oh, we haven't taken this one yet. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we haven't even taken this one yet. We've only taken 3 out of 4 in ours. So we have this is 11. Okay, hold on. This is 11. This is 12. And this is 13. So we're literally like a day away from hitting 13 already and starting the timer. So as I said, in like 24 hours, the timer starts. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm making this video. It's day 13 going into 14, and we're already gonna have the timer. So, like I said, so long ranging this. You guys see this? So look at this capture defense on this bender. It's 51 out of 160, and look who's in the air already taking it. So JTech or Jatok is taking this. That's 11. Okay. Look at the homies out here. This one's 12. Okay. Just swarmed on that one. And then look, so I'm gonna kind of give an update on maybe my gameplay for a little bit, but this will be bender number 13. It's already been cleared. So bender number 13 was already cleared. You guys can see this. So situational awareness on the map, pre-planning stuff, setting things up. So we have a fob out here in Draco. where I had landed, and Grub's out here. So we're cleaning up ice out here. We called in a favor, so this player came out here and cleared the bender. We already have a station plunked. Like I said, I told these people nothing to do. This is a team that already knows what's going on. So we've already got a fob out here. We've got the player out here that's already put one station here. This player already has a TC here, and it's already been cleared. All this player has to do is come here and cap this with a gate. So it's already got a level 3 gate here. Maybe when he wakes up or gets back from work or whatever he's doing, it's gonna come out here, and this is number 13. So that's at least 13 victory points. Starts a timer. Okay. What's gonna stop this? What's gonna stop this? Okay, maybe a team of Gatos players, SUC over here, is gonna stop this. Ice is gonna stop. Ice isn't stopping this. SUC is not stopping this. Who's coming mid? Okay, so situational awareness. What's happening on the map? I wanted to the whole main reason I made this video is to get to this point. So timestamp this 11 minutes and 20 seconds. What the heck is going on the map? Why is this over? Why we have this position? They're AAing it. Yes, they could. The NC is AAing the fob. But look at these flight times. They flew in from this position way back here because they know this is fucked. Okay, so you can see this. I don't know what's going on here. I think he might be just raiding this. I don't know. Dips is just raiding this fob. I don't know. You guys can see this fob. Got a bunch of heavies on here. Some dreads and carriers. Look at these gunships. This thing's dead in the water. This station that's sitting here. Look at this. Look how many gunships are here. This thing's getting one shot. So all we got to do is just this player, and it has 3 hours to react and move all of the gunships out of the way. Maybe flies from here to here and just dodges. That's all they have to do. Okay, or they kick them. Worst case, we just kick this player because they don't log in. But I think that they're probably just going to go from here to here. Okay, so nothing's happening to this position. This position is going to be held. No problem. So this front's held. Okay. That means that this position is held. This team can't even fight on this front. Much rather come on this front or fight on this front. That means this is protected. That means that this is protected. So that's 5. These 8 in the middle are protected. So that's 13. And then we keep pushing. We could take this one. Like we're STs. So I'm not even getting in, like I said, this the main meat of this video is what's going on right now. So I wanted to cover this. Okay, so we're going to get into some advanced ops here. So when you know you have overwhelming odds, okay, and nobody asked me in my group to make this video. I'm just making it myself because you want to kind of maybe show people what you need to be able to do in this game in order to coordinate a win and snowball it and early victories and starting timers and all that stuff. Okay. So we have this op in here. You guys can see a lot of battle tags here. I have not even covered this yet. So your overwhelming odds, your ability to stage. So every single one, any station in the game can have 40 operating fleets. So you can see this one, 39 of 40. You got this one, 38 of 40. You got this one is 3 of 40. Not much there. Okay, we have other stations out here. So we have this station, 25 of 40. Where else are people? What's about this one? 27 of 38. Looks like I think that's it. So that's so that's Cal. Okay, so we're gonna kind of zoom in here a little bit. There's a lot of things going on here. Okay, look at the screen, and for you new guys, there's a lot of shit going on this screen right now. Okay, when you get to the end game, or what starts as the end game of this of what we're doing and what we're playing. Alliances can do things called alliance assaults, which means you do one attack, you plan it out, you schedule it, and then the people within your alliance puts ships into these ops, these attacks that all pool all the same amount of ships together. Okay, so like there's 16 people in your alliance. Every single one of them has capital ships. They have heavies. They have frigates. They have destroyers. They have carriers. Throw all that shit, giant balls of ships, into one attack. So you have these giant attacks that come in that you've pre-planned. And not only do you have the AAs, and I'm gonna be outing people, and hopefully I get permission to use this. I'm gonna show this video before I post it, my guys, just to make sure that I can show this. But not only the end game of builds. So you got people that make carriers, you got people that make frigates, and then you also have people that I've played before. Not the you have Gatos in the game. Gatos free to, or we're gonna go like this. So yeah, you have this kind of build of to kind of give context to this. You have builds like this. So Gatos, it pretty much turns corvettes and destroyers into suicide ships. You make this level 3 org at your ice station. Have Maga. So Magna buffs. So see this supplied lights get +5 attack. Applied heavies. Or excuse me, this is health. So health and fire. Excuse me, this is firepower and this is health. So you make these orgs at your labor, and you got Gatos, which is the huge one. Combo this, and like I said, this is a build that you go. So it's a Gatos build. You come to your policies, and there's different variations of this build. So depending on if you could go Frontier Legion with this build, you can go Zaok with this build. You can even go probably not MPL, but you get what I'm saying. There's different variations of this build, and then you got policies. So the policy that I like to go, Viva, you guys can see this, it's kind of faded, but it says corvettes. You can stack your corvettes or your patrols up to stacks of 1,000, but that's not what's happening right here. This is a different variation. This is the destroyer variation of this build. So when you have these, like I'm getting back to these ops, so you have this alliance assaults where you can send up to 40 fleets of like carriers if you really want to. You can smash into people with 40, this guy has 5, this guy has 5, this guy has 5, this guy has 5 sets of carriers. And you smash them into these ops, and you smash into people. You just want to zerk. You were kicking in the front door on these ops. So what's happened is you have people like this before I show that are on AAs that are kicking in the front door on this cluster. You're just trying to smash everything that they have. And then you have different ops, people flying from their own stations doing Gatos. So I'll kind of out their builds or what they have a little bit flying in here. So you have one of these so you can see there's 40 fleets committed. One other one is there's 29 of 40 fleets committed. And you can see when these land. So 5/14/59, 15 or 5/15, and then this Gatos, you guys can see on the screen, is 14/59. What does this mean? This means that these 6 stacks of destroyers and a whole shit ton of Gatos vets are smashing into this to soften this up. the heavies, the 49 fleets of heavies are going to land 1 second before and just smash and soften this up. And then the big boy comes in here with your carriers and your capital ships and your frigates, your MPL frigates, and smashes down the front door. Okay. So let's say this is stacked. So right now this player has 2 stations here. He has a logistics hub. Okay, this logistics hub means, what that means is this, they can have 80 fleets here. Okay, so we don't know. So you could, so as our alliance, we could spy this and be like, holy shit, what's here? We could spy this, holy shit, what's here? And so this can be a stacked. But like I said, we have such a massive Navy score lead that kicking down the front door is logical, because the longer that the server goes, the more carriers that each team can make. So I know this is a long one. I apologize, but I need to get this out here of how advantages work, how snowballing things work, how wrapping up a server works. We've already got, like right now, like we're at probably less than 24 hours away from having 13 victory points. We're smashing the top opposition with this attack. If this lands and this just obliterates. Oh, no. So timeout. One more thing I have to go over. I'm going to timestamp the shit out of this. This is extremely important. Okay. So part of the Crossfire map, and possibly on the other maps, there are passive alliance wide bonuses, and there's some on my screen right now. You guys can see these. When you start capturing some of these more important, or outclaiming some of the more important hexes on the map. So you can see this. This is a TN, but you can outclaim it pretty easily. And when you own this hex, it gives you +1 speed to all your fleets. When you own this hex, it gives you 3% station labor to all your stations. These are passive alliance buffs, okay, on this up here on my screen. So you have an alliance station that gives you buffs to everything. Ships, speed, credit generation, all that good stuff, okay? You have stations that give buffs. But the big boys of the reason that we came in here and we stomped mid was because of these ones. These guys right here. So I'm going to zoom in here real quick, okay, guys? Look at this. We're getting real close and personal with this one. Nano Coaters, okay? So the reason to take mid not only has the best, there's 7-point moon positions here, there's best mining colony positions here, but they're these Nano Coaters. So right now our alliance owns 10 of these, 10 of them, okay? So the alliance effect is 2% firepower and 2% HP to all of your fleets, alliance-wide. Okay, so 10% by owning 10 of these, we're getting 20% firepower bonus and 20% HP bonus to everything that we own. So our alliance station is giving us buffs. Our own personal stations are getting us buffs. Our policy cards are giving us buffs. The Nano Coaters are giving us buffs. And you guys can see this. This is huge amount. So little old me, I have done nothing. I'm telling you, I've done nothing on this server or my team besides I got one of these today. So my area, is this? No, sorry. Where am I? Right here. You guys can see this. Look at how easy this is to get one of these. Okay, so they're all over the map, these Nano Coaters. So I've put, in my little area for my 2 seconds before we get back to that huge, massive ops. I wasn't planning on playing this map, but you know what? We're still next to a bender. So one of the guys in our alliance is going to take this thing. And my contribution to the team was to settle a station here and take a nano coater. So I've got a nano coater for my team. So just by putting a station here, outclaiming this, and then as soon as we bomb this, I can put a fortress here, outclaim at 2 range all the moons and this position, and I can make a HSA here. Or I could just put the fortress here and outclaim this hex, and just put the HSA here, and I don't even have to bomb this. So I can have a 6-point HSA here, and I got a nano coater for my entire team. So getting back to the ops that are happening right now. So we are, like I said, Gatos hits 30 fleet 1 second before hits, and then the giant massive 40 fleet carriers, big boys, AS buffs, nano coater buffs are going to hit this thing, and we're going to get some spicy, very, very spicy. Like this team probably does have some nano coaters, but it does not have 10. They might have 3, maybe 4. So we have at least a 10%, maybe a 14% firepower and HP buff than them going into this fight, plus the Navy scores, plus maybe I believe our AS is developed more. So what I'm getting at here is we're smashing in the front door to our biggest adversary. Second place is already screwed. They've lost this position. We're in their sector. We've taken, and we're going to be able to cluster the shit out of this and defend it and bomb everything in sight. We're already in another sector. We're going to be able to cluster the shit out of this, defend the shit out of this against people that are Gatos. That they don't have gunships. Maybe they could use 2 or 3 TCs, troop carriers, and troop carrier this. But if we just stack like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stacks of carriers here, they're not going to be able to Gatos that and then capture it. They have to clear this first. So that's our 13 are completely safe. And then if we actually push this position into our number 1 adversary and take this one as our 14th or possibly 15th victory point, they're screwed. So, like I'm saying, and the main purpose of this was to just show kind of what the bigger idea here is. And like, let's say we take this, as soon as Booty caps this 7 point, we fob jump to maybe here, and then we fob jump into this victory point. This might be number 15 or 16 for us. They're trying to push us back here. If we come through here and flank them, it's just another issue. They're fighting on 2 fronts. We really don't have to. Only thing we have to worry over here is Gatos, and then we're pushing into the 4th sector from mid. So these videos are going to come out way in the future. I'm going to be able to reference these and look at these before I actually post them. So timestamps are all over this thing. So some of you new guys that are watching this being like, what the funyun is he talking about? What's going on? You're eventually going to learn these concepts. You're going to understand what's going on the map. The way that you win this game in this iteration on Crossfire is there's 24 victory points on the map. There's 8 mid. There's 4 in each one of the other 4 sectors. There's 4 in this sector. There's 4 in Virgo. There's 4 in Vulpecula. There's 4 in Tauros. There's 4 in Draco. And then there's 8 in Libra, which is mid. Okay? So the addition to this game in the last few years, there's a 72-hour countdown that kicks on when you own a majority. So a majority of the victory points is 13. So the magic number here, like I've been saying, we are hitting one. We're going to capture another one in 28 minutes, which is 11. We've got another one sitting right over here. No, sorry. I'm going to mess this up. Where is... Gatos right here. He is right here. No. Look at that. Look at it. They might already be taking it right now. No, they cleared it. Okay. No, they cleared this. But you can see. So this is 12. Okay. And then we're over here already, right? Like I said, the clear already happened to this one. So this is 13. Okay. So clear has already happened. We're just waiting for this guy to TC it. We got a 24-hour window. We're kicking down the front door into Virgo. We're going to cluster this and hold this position. So this is at least 13. We're going to start the timer here in about less than 24 hours. So 13, 72 hours duration. They've got to kill. They've got to either capture or kill one of these stations, or one of these, and capture and take one of these GTs away from us in order to stop it. And if we have 14 points, that means they have to do 2. If we get 15 points, that means they have to do 3. So like I said, this server is almost, I feel like, is almost done. In 4 or 5 days, this thing will be over, which I think it will. And that's how you win. Okay, so maybe the title of this will be like Snowball into a Win. And I might make a part 2 to this. I don't know. We'll see. So, you new guys, getting your eco, figuring out your build, how to snowball this, balancing your eco, getting into heavies, getting into capital ships, getting into an alliance, getting 10, 12, 14, 16 people all thinking the same way, and then doing something like this, and tracking, knowing what kind of ships you have versus your opponent, pushing fronts, warping in fobs, or allowing your adversary to make mistakes, and it costs them dearly when you don't have ships in position to counter fobs coming in and TCing your stations and then blowing them up. And then this person that TCs it drops another station and clusters this right in front of you. Extreme advantages smashing into you, or knowing what kind of builds all of these people out here have went, and know that they're not a threat to your ability to hold a GT, is what kind of secures it. So, till next time, guys, as a gambler, leave me a like. There's going to be I'm going to once again link for you new guys. The video above, it's episode 4 of the Busted Station, my series. It's going to show you how to feed and run and get your economy built for a 7-point 30,000 an hour metal capital ship assembly to get into your carriers and be able to do the exact same thing that we're doing here, which is making you a better player and then getting into a team atmosphere and getting 16 people able to do the same thing, and then start understanding the map, how to position yourself on the map, get your alliance station built, get fobs built, and do the same thing. Leave me a like, leave me some feedback, and till next time, guys, peace out.